Hi Minjians! Minjians 여러분 안녕하세요. Welcome to lesson 1. Let me ask you this. If I had to pick one verb that every Korean learner should know from day one, what would it be? I would say it's 있다. 있다, which means to be, to exist, or to have. Let's break it down. You'll see this 다 a lot in this course. That's the dictionary form. And when I say verb stem, I'm talking about the part that before 다. No matter how long it is, if it is right before 다, then all syllables are considered verb stem. And in Korean, different elements get attached to the stem depending on what you want to say. And let's take the verb 있다. We will take the it, the stem, which carries the core meaning. And why don't we attach 어요 to the stem, as in 있어요, 있어요. In this 어요, the formality level is informal polite, and the tense of 어요 is the present tense. So if you say 있어요, it means there is or somebody has something, but the formality level is informal polite. 있어요, 있어요. So please 들으십시오. 있어요. And now it's your turn. Please repeat after me. 있어요. Great. Now you've just mastered one key sentence. 있어요. There is. Something occupies certain place. Or, oh, it is there. Or, oh, I have something. 있어요. 있어요. How about this one? Why don't we attach 씁니다. 씁니다. As in, 있습니다. 있습니다. Mind your pronunciation, it's 있습니다. 있습니다. Since 씁니다 indicates more former level of a sentence, therefore 있습니다 in English, the meaning will be same. There is, I have, but the formality level is different. You're sounding more former in this sentence. 있습니다. 있습니다. So when the situation is very formal, like when you are giving a speech or when you are having a meeting with many business partners, co-workers, or when you are talking to the elderly people or to someone who is at very higher rank, I mean in social rank or social title, you need to say this 씁니다 ending. 있습니다. 있습니다. We can also attach 있었어요, which is a past tense conjugation. It goes like, yes, 있었어요. 있었어요. It has just become the past tense. 있었어요. There was, or I had. 있었어요. 있었어요. Okay? 들으십시오. 있었어요. 4 syllables. Now it's your turn. 있었어요. Well done. And lastly, as for future tense, you need to attach 을 거예요. 을, and then little spacing there, and then you need to finish your sentence with 거예요, but mind the pronunciation, it's 거예요. 거예요. Therefore, the future tense or supposing situation like it will be, or I guess it is going to be like in that situation, something 을 거예요 is used. 있을 거예요. 있을 거예요. Again, your turn. 있을 거예요. Yes, well done. 잘했습니다. So yeah, how you end the verb really matters. And now we've just learned 3 different tenses of this verb, 있다. What's the present tense? 있어요. 있어요. And more formally, you need to say 있습니다. 있습니다. And how about there was or I had? 있었어요. That's how you can say 있었어요, right? And lastly, the future tense is 있을 거예요. 있을 거예요. If the pronunciation feels tricky, no worries, just follow along and repeat after me. Let's speak these 3 different tenses slowly one more time. 있어요. 있었어요. 있을 거예요. Well then, so why is this verb 있다 so helpful for beginners? Like I told you, it is because it has two different major meanings. The one is to have, and the other one is to be or to exist. And let's start with the first meaning, to have, like you own something. So, the first major meaning of 있다 is to have, right? And let's say you're talking about your boyfriend or girlfriend. How do you say, I have a girlfriend or I have a boyfriend? You can attach the noun right before the verb. As like I told you, in Korean language, the verbs always come at the end of a sentence. So we need to finish the sentence with 있어요 at the end, right? And what is girlfriend? It's 여자친구. 여자친구. Girlfriend. And 있어요. 있어요. Have. So, I have a girlfriend is 여자친구 있어요. 여자친구 있어요. And how about boyfriend? It's 남자친구. 남자친구. And what's to have in present tense? Yes. 남자친구 있어요. 남자친구 있어요. 남자친구 있어요. And if you raise your voice at the end, it becomes a question. Like, 여자친구 있어요? 여자친구 있어요? It means, do you have a girlfriend? And the same logic is applied here. 남자친구 있어요? 남자친구 있어요? It becomes also a question. 남자친구 있어요? And then how do you answer to that question? Like if you have a boyfriend, for example. If somebody just asks you, 남자친구 있어요? Then if you have, 네, yes. 있어요. I have. Okay? 네, 있어요. 네, 있어요. So in this sentence, 남자친구 있어요? There is no word for you. And similarly, 네, 있어요. There is no word for I, like I have. I mean, if Korean followed English grammar, it would sound more like boyfriend have and yes, have. But since it's very clear that you guys are having a conversation, the other person is just asking you, 남자친구 있어요? And then it is very obvious that you are replying to this person, 네, 있어요. The subject, you or I, is implied. 남자친구 있어요? 네, 있어요. Also, you can attach 있어요 to many nouns like, for example, 돈 means money. So how do you say, I have money? That's right. You can say 돈 있어요. 돈 있어요. 돈 있어요. How about I have a car? Car is 차. Again, one syllable, 차. So how do you say I have a car? That's right. You can say 차 있어요. 차 있어요. Also, how about this? If you have a cat, 고양이 is a cat. 고양이. 고양이. So, 고양이 있어요. I have a cat. 고양이 있어요. 고양이 있어요. 고양이 있어요? 네, 고양이 있어요. Now, the negative form of 있다 is a little unique. It's 없다 in the dictionary form. 없다, to not have. Like you can see, it already has the not in the definition. To not have is the meaning of it. And unlike most Korean verbs, you need to switch it to its opposite, like 없어요, 없어요. In Korean language, when you want to say not something, you can attach the adverb 안 in front of the verb. But instead of saying 안 있어요, as for this 있어요, to have, if you want to say the opposite version, then you need to use this 없다, 없어요, 없어요. I don't have, 없어요. So let's take this into a shopping situation. You want to ask if they have something in their stock. Probably you can point at a certain object and ask, 이거 있어요? 이거 있어요? 이거 means this. So this, have. Therefore, do you have this in your stock? That kind of thing is implied, right? Let me write down the sentence. 이거 있어요? So here we have another key word, which is 이거. 이거 있어요? Then if they don't have this, they will reply to you like this. 아니요. So again, another key phrase. No. 아니요. And then what is don't have is 없어요. 아니요. 없어요. So again, if this Korean follow the English grammar, it will sound like no, don't have. So again, the subject is omitted because it's very clear they are having a conversation each other. 이거 있어요? Repeat after me. 이거 있어요? 아니요, 없어요. 아니요, 없어요. I will also let you know another use for sentences. If you are at a restaurant, you can maybe ask if they have the menu, like the menu board. You can say 메뉴판 있어요? 메뉴판 있어요? Menu board, that's the literal meaning. 메뉴판 있어요? Or what else you can say at a restaurant when you are placing an order? Maybe you can ask if they have water. 물 있어요? 물 is water. Or maybe you can call the server 여기요 and say this sentence. 물 있어요? 여기요. 물 있어요? Or if you have no idea what is called in Korean language, you can maybe point that over thing. That over thing that is far both from the listener and speaker is 저거. 저거. Sometimes Koreans even exaggerate it like 저거. But yeah, the standard pronunciation is 저거. So how to say, do you have that over thing in your stock, in your menu? 저거 있어요? 저거 있어요? And you know what? There is even a meme about this, like 있어요 and 없어요. It's from a well-known audition show in Korea. So here's what happens. A contestant is talking with the MCs and the phrases like 있어요 and 없어요 keep coming up. That's why I am introducing that meme to you guys. So here's what happens. The MC named 길 asking the contestant like 여자친구 있어요? Do you have a girlfriend? And contestant is replying to him like 아니요, 없어요. No, I don't have. And this guy, MC, asks him again like 없었어요? You didn't? And he's like 아니요, 없어요 in present tense. No, I don't have. And weirdly, this MC is asking the same question. I don't know why, but he asked the same thing. 없었어요? You didn't have? And then the same answer is replied. 아니요, 없어요. And then another MC suddenly jumps in and saying like, 없었는데. Oh, so you used to have one. And at this point, the contestant is just done. He blurts out. So it's like, 아니요, 없어요, 그냥. No, I just don't have. So like this, in this meme, you can consistently hear the phrases like 있어요, I have, 없어요, I don't have, and even 없었어요. In the past tense, I didn't have, 없었어요. 없었어요. Okay? Now, let's talk about the second meaning. 있다 also means to be or to exist. It also means something is at a certain location. And at this point, we'll need an extra word, which is 에. If you say certain place, 에, and then what is the conjugation? 있어요, right? 있어요. Then it means a certain noun exists in the place. Okay, you can say place에 있어요. Please use it like a pattern. place에 있어요. And at this point, 에 is used like a location marker. Similarly, in English, it would like on, at, in, and so on. So I'll give you a common example sentence. For example, 밖 means outside. So in Korean, we express this like in, outside. Okay, just attach 에, because the preceding noun 밖 is also a place, right? 밖에, 밖에. And then you finish your sentence with a verb. 밖에 있어요. It means something is outside. 밖에 있어요. 자, 들으십시오. 밖에 있어요. 밖에 있어요. Now it's your turn. Well done. And how about this? Something is in the classroom. Again, the order is different. You need to say classroom, in, and then finish your sentence with 있어요. It is located in. Okay, so 교실 is a classroom. And then you need to indicate the place with a place marker. 교실에. And then you need to finish your sentence with 있어요. 교실에 있어요. 교실에 있어요. Now let's be more specific. How do you say the teacher is in the classroom? In this case, you can build up the sentences from the beginning. Like subject can be here. 선생님 is the teacher. 선생님. And then you can attach the subject particle 이. 선생님이. Teacher is the one, that's the literal meaning. 교실에, in classroom, 있어요. He or she is. 선생님이 교실에 있어요. That's the full sentence. 선생님이 교실에 있어요. 선생님이 교실에 있어요. Or the same goes for this 밖에 있어요 sentence. If your friend is outside, you can say like this. 친구 is a friend. And as for this noun, you can attach the subject particle 가. 친구가. Friend is the one who is located in outside. 친구가 밖에 있어요. 친구가 밖에 있어요. And if you want to talk in the past tense, no problem. What is the past tense of 있어요? Yes, it's 있었어요. And then you keep the place 에 part, that chunk. So something에 있었어요. How about this? How do you say I was at home? Home is 집. So you can say 집에. 집에 있었어요. I was at home. 집에 있었어요. So when a Korean verb is followed after a placeholder ing, you need to transfer the ending sound to the next ing. So it's not like 집에 있었어요, like splitting all the syllables. We don't pronounce like that, but rather we smoothly goes over with the sounds. Like you can say 집에. And then the same goes for 있었어요. 집에 있었어요. And if you want to clarify the time, maybe you can add 어제 right before the sentence. 어제, yesterday. 어제 집에 있었어요. 어제 집에 있었어요. You can even ask this as a question. How? By raising your tone at the end. 어제 집에 있었어요? 네, 어제 집에 있었어요. And how about this? 차 means a car, so 차에 있었어요 means I was in a car, right? 차에 있었어요. And then you can maybe be more specific. Like, how about 하루 종일, all day. 하루 종일 차에 있었어요. 하루 종일 차에 있었어요. I was in a car all day. 하루 종일 차에 있었어요. 하루 종일 차에 있었어요. Alright, and lastly, let's practice with the future tense. What is future tense of 있다? We practice. Yes. 있을 거예요. 있을 거예요. And you can start your sentence with 에. Certain place 있을 거예요. Like in this sentence, 있다 means to be or to exist, okay? So, how about this? I will be at home tomorrow. Tomorrow is 내일. And we learn at home is 집에, right? 집에. And then you can finish your sentence with this future tense. 있을 거예요. I will be. 내일 집에 있을 거예요. 내일 집에 있을 거예요. So, see how useful this verb is. The sentence structure is simple but super powerful. Try to memorize those examples, they will come in handy. Alright, how's it so far? Let's check in real quick. How do you say, do you have this? In Korean. I'm waiting for your answer. Please say it out loud if you know the answer. I can hear you. Yes, my minions are so smart. Or you can maybe leave a comment down below. My hint would be this. You learn that phrase in this course. Alright, that's it for today's lesson. But don't stop here. Download the free PDF below and practice with all the example sentences. Say them out loud and try your own variations. This step is the key to building real fluency. Plus, leave a comment using the verb you learned today. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Then I'll see you back in the next lesson. 안녕!